So at around, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock last night, I'm looking at the charts and I'm seeing XRP dip below $2. It went down to $1.77-ish. And at that moment, I'm thinking, is this an opportunity? Have the altcoins completely capitulated? Or am I going to if I make a trade now or put a long on, am I going to wake up in the morning and regret it? So that's what we're talking about today. Market capitulation in altcoins, what that means, how to identify it, and what I'm doing next. Let me show you this right here. This is the XRP chart going back, I don't know, mid-January. And we've had these events. You can see right here, this is the Trump meme coin. We dropped not as much as we did last night, but it dropped from, let's say, here down to here. We went down about 13%. Okay, cool. Then we got into, go ahead the next week. This was last week. We had the DeepSeek narrative, the AI company from China where they built it cheaper, better, faster, quicker. All these things freaked the whole market. And then we went from, right here to here. We had including the wick, we had about a 15% drop. So 15%, 15%. And so then let's get out of there. Poop. And then Then we have this yesterday. We had this drop, which was the opposite of a God candle. And we come down. We went from, let's just put it, this is all based on tariff news from Trump, right? 42%. And if you really go from the low to the high, the low from where we were yesterday to the high we had right before Trump's inauguration, you're talking about a 47% drop. 47% drop. Now, there's a couple ways to look at this. Some people look at it as a sale. We're going to talk about that. Some people look at it as the market's over. We'll talk about that too. But let's take a look. I went to ChatGPT for this because I really consult ChatGPT on a regular and ongoing basis, and I hope you do too. I said, what is a altcoin capitulation, right? Because we heard this term all the time. What is an altcoin capitulation? Gosh. Refers to a sharp and widespread decline in prices of alternative cryptocurrencies, typically due to panic selling, market exhaustion, or loss of confidence. Those are the three real reasons. It often occurs during bear markets or when Bitcoin dominance rises significantly, causing traders and investors to abandon altcoins in favor of Bitcoin or stable assets. Pretty clear definition to me. Signs of an altcoin capitulation, massive sell-offs. We had that yesterday. High trading volume, pretty high yesterday for a weekend. Bitcoin dominance surges. Bitcoin dominance. Let's check that out. Bitcoin dominance definitely did a surge. We were down, if you look at, we were down here, let's see, 26, we were at 57%. Then we went to like 60, 62%. So I would consider 2 or 3% in Bitcoin dominance a surge of sorts. Extreme fear in the market. Do we have extreme fear in the market? Let's see, Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin dominance chart. I think I have a crypto career fear and greed. Let's take a look at this one. 44. We were up at way up in extreme greed, not too long ago. We were up in the 80s, 90, 87. And now we're half of that at 44. I would say there's pretty extreme fear in the market. It could go lower. The fear rating can go, higher fear. Long wicks and volatility. Long wicks. I look at this wick right here. If you measure this one, this wick alone, just the wick is 17%. 17% on that wick. So yeah, I would say we have some long wicks. Altcoin BTC pairs plummet. Yes. If you look at those, I don't have those readily to show you, but I was trading Aave, Bitcoin, SOL, BTC, XRP, BTC. There are a couple of those trading pairs, and Bitcoin went like this. It was a big separation. I mean, just if you look at what Bitcoin dropped in the last day or two, it pales in comparison. So, like the Bitcoin drop, let's take a look at that right quick. If you just look at it on the first, when the news came out, that was a 13% compared to a 46% with XRP. So yes, the altcoins have dropped significantly faster and higher. So what causes this? Macro market events. Did we have a macro market event? Yes, we did. We have a global financial concern because people are scared of the tariffs. We're going to talk about why they are scared of the tariffs and maybe why they shouldn't be. Bitcoin's price action, a major Bitcoin rally. Well, it wasn't a rally. That didn't happen. Liquidity crisis. I don't think there's a liquidity crisis. Failed narratives. Well, there was a successful narrative. Forced liquidations. Yes, we had some forced liquidations because when that market dipped down here, it sucked up a lot of the liquidity. Now let's see. Look where the longs are sitting and look where the shorts are sitting. There's plenty of liquidity on both sides, but I would tell you that the shorts are probably, if you look at this liquidation map, a lot of shorts that could be liquidated around here, okay? A lot of liquidity to be captured by going up. So I would say, yes, you're probably in altcoin capitulation. What are the opportunities right now? And this is really what the important piece is. What are the opportunities that we see right now? Well, I had an opportunity last night. If we go back to this XRP, I like trading XRP. I think there's some long-term positives for it. But look at this. Last night, I sat here at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock going, gosh, should I buy? Or should I just wait to see what happens? Because when the broader market opens, I mean, the futures market opened, and that further drove this down. Probably peak fear right here. And I did I actually bought, I didn't put on any trades, but I actually bought some XRP right around here, and I bought some Ethereum, and I bought some Solana. Not a lot, but I just bought a little bit to lower my overall price, or actually raise it in some concerns, but I just saw an opportunity. I mean, because look, if we're 46% off the market highs, if you go from right here when we had all-time high, 46, 47% off the market highs, is this a 50%, almost a 50% sale, 50% off, BOGOs? Or is that sale really, you're buying garbage and it's just going to deteriorate in value? Well, I looked at that going, this is probably peak. I didn't put on a trade because I got liquidated, even at like a 5, 6, 7 times leverage, still got liquidated in a couple trades. And that was not fun. I hate getting liquidated, but it does happen. That's one of the major risks. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. Please do your own research. If you're going to trade, make sure you understand the risk. Read the terms of service down below, and read the terms of service on any of these things that you use, these exchanges that you use to trade. But going back, look, you can buy at a discount. Bitcoin rotation. Altcoin sell-offs lead to Bitcoin accumulation, setting the stage for future altcoin seasons. That's the thing, is that if people stayed strong in their Bitcoin, we have a lot of those institutional investors, BlackRock, Fidelity, they're buying Bitcoin, MSTR. Why can't I think of the name? Michael Saylor's company. And so they're buying Bitcoin. When it goes down, I can't wait to see how much Bitcoin BlackRock bought. I cannot wait, because I'm sure it's not a small amount. So the like they say, the paper hands are getting shaken out. The diamond hands are the ones that see the long-term value of these things. Now, I can't tell you that there's a lot of long-term value in most of the altcoins that people are buying, but I see long-term value in things with real-world utility, and things like Bitcoin being a store of value and actually having economic purpose. And unlike Fartcoin, just saying it, I'm putting it out there. So what are some other opportunities? Identifying strong survivors. Look, some of these projects might not recover from this dip. If you look today and you see what's going on in the bubble. I love the bubbles, by the way. If you look at this by the day, we're still red everywhere. I mean, the places that aren't red, few and far between. We got a couple in here, but not a lot. They're still red. There's still a lot of, let's see some of these. Gala down 22%, Atom 21%, Bonk 19%, Litecoin 15%, XDC 9%, Aptos 14%. So still getting crushed, even though we've gone back up. If you look at, they're even, other than XCN, pretty much red on the month. But look at this. We're still green everywhere with some crazy, crazy greens. Even Bitcoin's up 124%, XLM 210%. So despite a 46% market pullback for XRP, where's XRP on here? XRP, where are you at? Okay, well, I can, XRP up 375% still. So pullbacks are not only going to happen, but sometimes they're necessary to drive forward. So what did I do? This is really simple. I looked at this and going, gosh, I actually bought in, probably around here last night in my bags, just added to my bags, not 5 figures in my bags, but small, low, because, my scale is different. Maybe it's 4. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Here's the point, is that right here is where we are. Now, what do you think? Do you think these tariffs are going to last long? Do you think the tariffs are going to last long? Let's look at this. China sells a lot of their goods and service to us. Canada sells a lot of their goods and service to us. And Mexico sells a lot of their goods and service to us. 77% of Mexico's exports go to the United States, but only like 2% of ours go to there, right? So they can wage a trade war with us, but they're going to lose. Same with Canada and same with China. They would lose miserably. And the point of this is to equal the playing field. Whether you agree with that or not, that's what's going on. So this should make our exports stronger, because even though we don't need to sell, we sell a lot of stuff here. We do export goods. That's true. But the point is that they have way more to lose in this battle, and they're going to lose that battle, and it might take a little bit of pain, but we will get what we need to level the playing field and be fair, and I don't think it'll last very long. Now, I might eat those words, but I don't think it's going to last very long. I think everyone's going to wake up today and go, this was an opportunity. Did you miss it or did you make it? Now, I could be wrong because maybe we hit something else and then this goes boom, right? If you look at, there is some consolidation going on right here. This is the 2 hour. If you look at the 1 hour, if you look at the 1 hour, I mean, there's some consolidation going on, and we're still at a pretty big discount from where we were. So even if you didn't buy in, is it the time to buy in? Well, we're still at a 23% discount. We've gone up half the way back to where it was from its bottom peak. And so at this point, it's going to be looking at market data, and there's plenty of market data, jobs report, consumer, CPI, so inflation data. There's a lot of macroeconomic reports. The economy is still strong. Jobs are probably going to start waning, because there's a lot of government jobs. 60% of the jobs that were added in the last 4 years, somewhere around 60%, were government jobs. We bloated our government. We increased our expenditures. And so you're going to see some of those government jobs go away, and there's going to be increased unemployment. That might help make the Fed's decision a little bit easier to decrease the rates. And if they decrease the rates, increase liquidity, more risk on assets, there's going to be more money that flows towards crypto. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's what I feel like it's going to happen. So here's what I did. I put on a couple longs, lower leverage, 10, 5, and 7. 10 is on the high side for me. I used to do a lot higher, but I've gotten wrecked way too many times, and I like to make money, not lose money. So this one's a little bit higher. I will watch this one, but I feel like owning Solana at about 195, and I own it a lot lower. But in this market, I still feel like we're at a 20% discount. I do feel like the market's probably going to rebound like it did here. If you look at this one, let's go back to the 2 hour. It's a little easier to look at. All the places that we identified. So, this is the Trump meme coin when the Trump coin came on a Friday night, and then the market, it sucked liquidity out of the market, I feel like, and then it went to the Trump coin. And then it rebounded. Same thing here when DeepSeek market took a dump, rebounded. Well, are we going to rebound, and by how much is the question? Do we come back up here? Do we break to the upside from here? Or does more news come out and more fear and we break to the downside? It could literally go either way. There's lots of room to run either direction here, to be fair. But we are in extreme greed. If the consumer sentiment comes back, money just flows right back into crypto like nothing happened, and we go back on our merry way. And I feel like, I hate using feelings in this, but I do think that is the direction we're headed. So I look at this going, look, we've already had a great year, all in all. People are like, altcoin season's not coming. But you look at this. In 1 year, SUI, 126%. Yes, that's not 10,000%. Like SPX, 50,000%. That's just crazy. Pepe, almost 1,000%. This is still, despite huge pullbacks. So we've had a pretty good run, but I don't think it's over. I think it's only beginning. And I think this consolidation that we're doing and going through will further strengthen the next upward move. And you can go back, to other big, look, right here. This is a perfect example. Back in January 13th, boom, big market drop, and then big move to the upside. Now, I can't tell you that we're going to have that big of a move to the upside on, this is XRP, But I'll tell you, something's coming. And I think this was a shakeout, another shakeout. The market said, look, these are all market shakeouts, and they didn't achieve what they were looking for. 56% drop. So anyone who bought XRP down here, that was probably going to prove to be a good move. We'll see. Only time will tell. And so this week, I'm watching that macroeconomic data. I'm looking at my trades and making sure I don't get liquidated, but looking for more opportunity. If the market starts to go back down and breaks to the downside, that's going to give me more level of concern. It depends on how much. If it doesn't breach this mark, it goes to here, I think we could see some nice moves to the upside. If we just break right to the upside right now, I can see that happening, but we probably not done with shakeout. We're probably going to see some more moves to the downside a little bit, but I feel like we're going to go back up after that based on past performance. You look at this situation here, small move to the downside, big move to the upside, bigger move to the downside, bigger move to the upside, big move to the downside. Hopefully we have a bigger move to the upside. So only time will tell. We'll watch that. We'll watch the market. I'm going to look at this macroeconomic data, and at the end of the day, if you feel like crypto is still a valid, viable asset class out there, then act appropriately. If you feel like it's over, act appropriately. Maybe it's time to cut your losses. I'm not telling you what to do. This is not financial advice. I hope you got some value out of this. If you did get anything out of this, put a comment down below, like, subscribe, share, and I will see you next time.